Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on Divine Feminine Astrology School. My name's Annie, and I'm your host this evening. And tonight we're celebrating the Cancerian full moon power on January 17th. And Pacific time, this is 3:38 p.m., or Eastern time, 6:38 p.m. this evening. And I'm especially inspired by this energy and excited to meet here with you all because my moon sign is in Cancer and I was born on a full moon in Cancer. So, wow, am I feeling the beauty of this moon? But let me tell you also that I have definitely put in the work to understanding the depths of the cycles of the moon as it moves through the zodiac. And if any of you have your moon sign in Cancer, every 2.5 days, you also will likely feel a shift in emotions. So this is deep emotional and very spiritually charged power that I personally have taken the time to really work through the last year. And now I feel like I'm learning to surf those emotional waves. So I wanted to come on and hopefully provide a little bit of inspiration today because I have been doing a lot of interpersonal work when it comes to my Cancer moon sign, really specifically. So really quick, just to get going with our ritual this evening, I thought we could take a couple of deep breaths because we will be feeling heavy emotions. And if you're not a water sign, and maybe even a fire sign, or one of the signs, or have moon sign placements or things like this, where you're dealing with this watery emotional energy pretty regularly, it probably is pretty overwhelming because it's overwhelming when you're a water sign or you have water sign placements, in relational parts of your chart. So anyway, here we go. I thought we could just take maybe, let's say, 3 deep breaths in, and maybe we'll breathe in for about 5 seconds and then breathe out, really calling God and Spirit into our heart and soul to be here with us. This is the first full moon of January, so I think it's really exciting. So here we go. Ready? So let's breathe in for 5 seconds. Go. 1, and then out, exhale. And then breathe in. And last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Great. So I think with the water sign energy, and especially Cancer full moon energy or any full moon energy, it is really important to breathe because our emotions can stress us out, yeah? And they're really real. And I think our culture has maybe even told us that they're not real and they don't matter and intuition doesn't matter. But I'm here to tell you that Cancerian energy, Cancer, that beautiful little like fishy glyph, is literally the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. So to bury our emotions away and be like, that doesn't matter, not going to do that. I'm a little too busy, working in corporate America. Oh, over time we can see, and we are seeing right now, how that denial of feminine power and that nurturing, mothering emotional power and complete disrespect for that really doesn't work because it creates an unbalanced society and an unbalanced home and all kinds of problems that stem from an unbalanced home. So I'm here to say, let's take the time to dive into our emotions and appreciate Cancerian energy because this is the mother. This is the nurturer. And we need to celebrate her. Our Earth, Gaia, right now needs us to celebrate the Great Mother. So here we go. I have an idea. So first we're going to start with the tarot card. The Moon, or number 2 in the Major Arcana, the High Priestess. And something that's really been on my mind lately is that every woman is a priest or a goddess, and every man is a god or a priest if they step into that power. And then from there, we have the choice to step into the positive or the negative, But when we can step into this, when we can step into full embodiment of divine feminine and masculine and become the high priestess of our emotions, honor those cycles of the moon without shunning them or repressing them, wow, how powerful we can become as individuals when we've got emotional power, mind power, spirit power, when we've got all these things, body, all these things coming together to work together. So I think we're starting off this year with this Cancerian moon mothering energy saying, hey, where are we at? What do you want and what do you not want? And what are we going to create with and what are we not going to create with? And here we go. And then we see the tidal waves come in, you know? But the power of the ocean and unbounded water is very magical. So let's dive into this. We've got the moon, the high priestess. A little highlight I wanted to read from this tarot deck is the inner mysteries of the moon. As half-veiled, the goddess is inviting us into her mysteries, responding to our urge to be engaged in her reverie and to unveil the truth. I think that's really important. The truth. Unveil the truth with the power of raw emotion. I know it's a little scary, but we got it. Okay, continuing. The shadow of the traditional high priestess carries the essence of goddess wisdom from all cultures. Let's recap that. The traditional high priestess carries the essence of goddess wisdom from all cultures. The high priestess invites us to be more aware of symbols, signs, feeling responses, and the inner life. The veil that conceals the other world lifts to reveal its mystery in Cancer. So that's pretty beautiful. And then one other card I wanted to share before we say good evening is, of course, the Cancer card. Whoa, sorry about the glare. The Chariot, Major Arcana, Cancer. And let's look at the art here for a second. We see the crab, and yes, the crab can be sort of annoyingly emotional to deal with for sure. But underneath that hard shell, there is deep, deep emotional wisdom. And when we can learn to celebrate the Great Mother, when we can learn to honor the Great Mother and the power of raw emotions and the need to nurture ourselves and others, I just feel like when we can do that, we can create a more balanced society. We can demonstrate love to our children. And we can't do that when it's just about arguing, or it's just about fighting, or it's only about materialism or money or solutions or a bigger house or more bedrooms or a bigger car or a vacation or whatever it is, you know? And the emotions don't care about that. The emotions are trying to check in with us right now. Cancer, the Great Mother, you know, the ocean wisdom of Gaia is coming to us right now through this full moon and saying, are you in touch with your emotions? Are you listening to me, your inner mother, that need to nurture yourself and your soul? Have you been listening to me? And where can we move forward with greater emotional power so that we are fully integrated and not just acting from the mind or not just acting from spirit, or the body, but we need the emotions to anchor all of these things in, and they help us to bring forth God and Goddess energy, the emotions. So anyway, I'll get off the soapbox now, but thank you all for joining me here this evening, and I hope that you have a beautiful 2022, and I hope that you can find some raw emotions within your heart this evening to just honor and to just nurture and to just love. And maybe find one or two people in your 3D reality that you can just show honor and love and raw emotion to, and celebrate this full moon here in January 2022. So good evening, many blessings to you all.